of rain, my friend, and we'll keep on fighting to the end. Sorry. So, it finally rained. Took 2 freaking days. But now we can get the Surskit and the monkey. I think it's always a Panpour. I don't know if it's always a Panpour or is Panseer. Can appear at times. I don't know. So this is one of those examples of weather Pokemon. So the Budgie wouldn't have appeared in the rain. Neither would have Teddiursa. So I don't know what. I believe Surskit's shiny is not too noticeable. I think the only thing that changed was its head, so you really have to be careful with this one. Also, I was right about Muna. Her design did change because it was a, it had the cannabis symbol on it, and I guess it was too sensitive and they changed it. To be honest, I don't blame them for changing it, because I remember that shiny, and Shimmer's new shiny. That surprised me. So, yeah, they changed the Muna lines to shiny because of the sensitivity of the symbol, I suppose. Plus, it doesn't really make any sense with Muna either, so I'm glad they changed it. But I looked at Muna and her old design appeared. I'm like, yep, that's the design I remember. I'm very glad they did change the shiny. Speaking of shiny, we're going to be shiny hunting Surskit and the monkey today, and we're going to try to get some of the facility done. So Surskit is level 10. We're going to have someone else up front this time because I want this. We're going to have Turbo up front. So in rain. Oh. I guess Surskit wanted to come out when another bug came out, I suppose. So, yep, as you can see, Surskit's shiny doesn't really change much. So, oh, it's a female. So, it's known as a pond skater. So, I have an idea for... I'll name you Swan. Not really sure what else to name you with the skate theme. So, with Surskit, the head is now silver, and I think the cheeks are now pink, I want to say. So, that was quick. That was very... Oh, Swift Swim! That's fun. Oh, yeah. I got some shiny bees. I should have been recording that, because I'm like... This one appeared, I'm like, okay, I need the female one. 3 counters later, this one appeared. So that's fun. We have so many shinies, it's not even funny. So here's what I have for the team right now. Because why not? So next we have the monkey. And this appears in... Now, okay, so it is a Panpour. I could have sworn it changes into a Panseer at times. I don't know. So, you guys remember Snee, right? Now, I love the monkey's themes with Hear No Evil, See No Evil, Speak No Evil, but they could have... Now, I like what they were doing, but the execution could have been a little better, in my opinion. With Panseer and Pansage, you kind of have to look closely at what the thing is. Now, Panpour is obvious because of the... Now, my question is Panpour blind? Probably, I don't know. But it would have been interesting if instead of, like, you know, the main types of fire, water, and grass, I feel like a secondary typing for the next stage would have been awesome. Like, Panpour is a water ghost type. Panseer could have been a fire dark type, maybe. Fire psychic. And then Pansage Or Simisage, sorry. Yeah, Simipour, Simisage, Simisear. And then the grass one could have been like Psychic or Fairy. I don't know. I don't know. Like, with what they're representing, I feel like maybe it was too much. Okay, you want to make sure you kind of, like, with the ideas of Pokemon, I want to make sure it actually turns out really good. Because the monkeys are hated for their designs. Now, granted, I'm not picky when it comes to designs. I mean, they look adorable, don't get me wrong. But I'm kind of wondering, because, you know, with the Three Wise Monkeys, it was clever what they did, but the execution could have been a little better. But hey, no one's perfect. Personally, I kind of like the monkeys. I like the monkeys because it's a great idea. But why do they just go for water, fire, and grass instead of like something unique, you know? Plot twist! The monkeys were starters in a different region. That is kind of what it seems. But, you know, monkeys look adorable. Out of the three monkeys, I like Panpour the most because of the uniqueness. I like a little fluffy monkey. I like a little fluffy monkey. Granted, it kind of looks like she's wearing a chef's hat. Well, let's see. Surskit didn't take too long. Let's see about Panpour. I have to play through Unova. That is the only game I haven't done a playthrough of is Unova. And with the, computer reset and the upgrade, all my progress got lost. So I have to start all over again. Sorry about that. Now, where were we? I feel like for... Oh, bello. I feel like for Unova, I'm probably not going to Nuzlocke it. I want to actually experience it. Of course, Nuzlockes are fun. But again, I should probably experience it. Yay! Now that we have all of the rain Pokemon... Oh, is it thundering? Because Blitzel appears in the thunder. Nope. Fudge nuggets. We'll have to find Blitzel another day. Now then, where were we? Oh yeah! The facility. I don't know why you guys can hear my keyboard.
This place smells fantastic!
The observed line hue is indicative of explorant levels of pollutes. Estimated toxicity 90+%.
So they're polluting the lake as well as committing arson? Either way, they're still the bad guys.
Gotta do something about it, or we're just gonna stand here shivering. Rather than a source of active pollution, this facility appears to be collecting data on the water and... Am I the only one that didn't record all this on their phones?
Wait, where did all the tiny words go?
Data purge suspected. Hypothesis. Facility operatives have begun procedural deactivation of non-critical systems to avoid diverging gathered data and information.
Sorry.
The thing is, on recording, the voice acting sounds different. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Stop twiddling your thumbs and get moving already. You don't exactly have the privilege of stealth after
Someone announced their presence by blowing up the entire front door.
What? I mean, supposed not to blow things up? Don't be ridiculous.
Julia, that was reckless too, because one, you screamed in the middle of nowhere, and they do have cameras. There's one literally right there. That path diversion
property necessitates a similar bisection of the party. Could you try speaking English for once?
Well, technically she did, just with the accent, I guess.
She said we should split up, duh. Meanie, will come with me. We'll take the side route. Velvet, you go with Fern.
Like I have a choice.
Try not to let his attitude get to you.
Excuse me. Trust me, I've dealt with him and, like, his type multiple times. I'm used to it. Just, you know, I can make more s'mores.
Coming! Come on, Meanie, let's go!
Proceed with caution.
Always deuces.
You are not the intended recipient of my previous statement. Permission for you to be private dangerously reckless granted.
As you can see, she didn't get enough hugs growing up. Not my problem. Well, Velvet looks like it's you and me. Come on, smile. You're lucky you have me to carry you. Just try not to slow me down, okay?
Yeah, they really improved all of this from the last update. So this is a new character that was introduced. I'm gonna try to make her voice like Sardonyx. I'm sorry if I mess up really badly. So the esteemed guests of honor have arrived. I know they say you should knock before you enter, but I don't think they quite meant for you to literally knock the entire door in. Kind of you to announce your calling, though. Not that it was entirely necessary when we already got a tip from the police that found just this place. But kind nonetheless. Give us ippity-poppity time to drop a few bippity-pop-poo-poo buttons and boop! Data was released to the wild. Bye-bye, Data. The name's Ace, by the way. First-rate agent, statistician, systematic admin, master magician, and professional data intermediary little vagrants like yourselves. In the first place, you should know that I'm more steam than a sauna that's after you around dumping all this carefully collected information. I mean, sure, it'd be the network. Who doesn't use cloud storage these days? But it feels bad. How could you do this to me? And there's so much to go through and delete. These file transfers say it's 2 hours remaining. Wait 2 minutes. No, 3 hours. Who knows how long it'll take? So you could just stay there in place, right? Yeah. Yes, just like that silly expression to know, just for some time more. We'd be most obliged. I suspect you won't, though. Grunts. What an unfortunate name, by the way. Isn't that disrespectful? But if you wanted to be called something else, you should have been more better. Anyway, little grunts, please lower our guest down. Buy me enough time and I'll pay your wages another day. Well, she's quite a wild card. No pun intended, kind of.
What the hell is her problem? I was...
Well, their problem, sorry.
I was expecting some kind of sinister team, not a spring-fed fruit basket. Let's just get up there and wipe that super smile off their face.
I see. Alright, this one, Rock and Rolla and Bouncy. I don't think oh wait, Bouncy might know some. Luckily we're not ground type yet. So, from my calculations, I believe the enemies will go after Fern's Pokemon first, if I'm not mistaken. This could be bad because now we're 4 times weak to grass. Thank you, Fern. Yeah, I just wanted to show that little guy real quick. 7. Okay, passcode time. I forgot how the original one was. But boy, was that fun to do. They really did improve. Alright, Zubat and Aeron. Ah, yes. Sturdy. Gotta love it. now that we're water ground... Bye, Badu. Perfect. Let's get someone else up front this time. Do you have fake out? No, you do not. Let's see here. Prototype build, project lost. Does that spell? Okay, I'm gonna go into spoiler territory for like the next 5 minutes. Spoiler, spoiler, spoiler. Okay, do you have time to pause? Pause. Is this the Hypno Pulse notes? Because if you notice the lettering here, it spells Hypno if you replace it. Endless generation terminated. Did they? Okay, so did they actually make multiple pulses of Pokemon? That one's active. Is that the one in battle? That has to be talking about the Pulse Hypnos. It just has to be. Like, there's no way. Like, there's no way. Yeah, there's like no way. Okay, spoilers done. The thing is, though, it makes sense, but yeah, I think that's what it's talking about. 3179. So the endless regenerate. Wait a minute. He terminated the one that was. Oh my goodness. So they must be looking for a specific type that they're looking for.
Looks like it's only 2 floors. Hit it, Velvet. Hey, what gives? Sorry, little wannabes. I'm afraid the power's been cut on our little hit and rescue operation. The trapped in a box truck gets them every time. Be good little fledglings and stay there until the show's over and we've dealt with your little gym laters. Will you? Like hell we will. Oh. Well, that's awkward because you see, you don't really have a choice in the matter, do you? It was one of those little rhetorical questions, you know. Don't worry, little one. You'll figure out eventually. Why don't you think on it while you're trapped in there? Actually, better idea. You two are obviously strapping young trailers with a sense of justice and urgency. I know you just got here, and this offer usually comes closer to the climax, but let's just get this out of the way now. Would you consider joining us?
Now, I really wish there was an option that you could. That would have been awesome to see.
Our methods might not be popular. That's kind of the point, you know? But I promise you this, little heroes. We're the ones looking out for this region.
If you're looking out for this region, then what's with the experiments and the pollution and everything you've done? That's not looking out for a region, it's taking over a region. Destroying one at most.
Well, we've come with great insurance and a family plan. jump, and new ones were all cleaned out, though. So until then, just stew on it. There's Julia. Agent, the front has been destroyed. The generators are coming up. Just when we thought we had a break. Suppose I'll deal with this myself. Ain't I you two? Primary security overwritten. Elevator power restored. No, you just did not! That's my security station, woman! Drat! I guess flowback can't be good for something occasionally. Let's hustle and hurry, Velvet. Double drat! One I could take. 2's a fab out. But 3's a whole crowd. And 4 is right out. Are you the Cat in the Hat? Are you just a Dr. Seuss ripoff? Consider this a technical and temporary retreat. The commander will have orders, I'm sure. Ta-ta! Please feel free to show yourself after your own lecture. Hey, get back here so I can blow your face off! What a coward. Meter headquarters confirmed beyond gate. So then, it's just a matter of opening it? I'm sure Electro could blow this place up too. But I'm starting to run out of revives.
I see. How many self-destructs have you done?
This facility's digital security system appears substandard. The primary firewall has been accessed. Only a secondary one remains. A brunt force attack should be significant. Please hold. Brunt force? Meaning, I don't think you're gonna be able to punch through the door, but they were responsible for blowing the station, and they were planning to hit my gym too, right? I bet they'll let us borrow their boomies if we ask really nicely, and maybe punch them in the face, and then ask them nicely again. If we can get in there, and then get those, I can get just past the gate, no problem. If I was thinking to find where they keep the explosives.
Probably. Maybe a storage area?
A facility map indicates a storage room behind a security lock on the north side of the premises. There! I bet it's where they are! If you can do that, we'll be in easily! Why is combustion your solution to every obstacle? 'Cause it's fun for the whole family! Indeed. Whatever. I, for one, don't care to stand around all day while Flowbot plays with computers. That's the spirit for one first, says something I agree with.
Well, finding something to take down that security door would actually be smart.
Quick, Velvet, to the boommobile!
So this is where you actually do have to talk to Florina, and she gives us a code.
A brunt force hacking system has been deployed to the system and is currently attempting to bypass secondary security. Meanwhile, this speaker is analyzing the remaining data on the system interface. Most data has been deleted, and more still is being cleared by the moment. This ace operative is likely still working for an additional terminal within the central station in which they have fled. This speaker will report anything of note that is found. For instance, an additional security password hint was discovered. XX6.
So I remember when I played this a long time ago, I had trouble finding the third one. It turns out you have to talk to Florina. Oh, fudge nuggets! I think this Beldum has levitate. Oh, nice. Yep, more hypnos.
Huh? What are you talking about? Tangrowth isn't even a poison type.
Yeah, but there are something called regional variants. I don't like the sound of this at all. take on the Craballer. Yeah, Bunny's really fast. Very nice. Four something, 6. Kinky. Sorry. I don't know what those notes were talking about. Well, I'm gonna go end this episode here. In the... So in the next episode, we'll take on the rest of Facility. We will battle Julia and take it on from there. I am Velvet High. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and we'll see y'all later.